Warning, this podcast contains explicit sexual language and should only be listened to at work if you're looking for an excuse to connect with your HR representative. Additionally, all mentions of the word women include cis and trans women. If you are genderqueer, gender fluid, figuring it out, anything in between, and feel like this conversation is also important for you, you are welcome here.
Will you open up with me? These pages, they can feed your innermost desires. Do you feel inspired? Are you getting what you need? Are you coming curiously? A secret safe with me. And here you can simply be yourself. Sweet romance. Come on in, come on in, come on.
Welcome to another monthly reading wrap-up episode with me, Jace, and Sephi. Well, she's not here right now, but she will be when I ruin all the books for her. And that's what I wanted to warn you about. I'm about to ruin all of these books for Sephi, and you too. So if you want to take a look at the show notes first, in case there's a book you don't want ruined, go ahead and do that. You can find all show notes at jacereadsromance.com/podcast. That's jacereadsromance.com/podcast. And if you don't mind having things spoiled for you, keep on keeping on because we're about to have some fun. Hi, y'all. This is Jace, she, they, and you found Jace Reads Romance, a community dedicated to empowering women about sex and sexuality through the reading of romance novels. It is technically December 31st, which means I am here with another wrap-up episode. And I have a very special guest today who you've probably heard me talk to in the ether, but now I get to actually direct my comments to him. It is Michael, our editor and producer. Yay!
Hello. Also, this is the first time we're seeing each other since the blooper reel reaction video that you
Oh my God. I was dying. I was just... Yeah, it's so funny, especially the sound one.
No, because you do. You've been going...
I do. And it's funny because I edit, for those of you who haven't gone over to YouTube, you should. There's some exclusive stuff there on YouTube. But I edit a lot more long form videos. And the number of times I do that is just incredible. Now, the difference is I often on the YouTube will put those sounds at the beginning of my video. So you get the bloopers first.
Yes.
So the video starts with me going, oh, damn, he's hot, or like whatever it is. Because the God's honest truth is I can't figure out how to like isolate a clip from my editing software to make a blooper reel. And I don't want them to go into the ether. So I just put them at the beginning of episodes.
I like it. It also grabs people's attentions for sure. So
yeah, it's weird. I'm like, it's great. But this is December 31st of a December that has just, I planned so well. Like if you had seen my planner on December 1st, I was ready to go. I was so sure of everything. I had like all of my, I was going to be absolutely on top of it. And then the universe decided to say like, hold my beer. It was like,
wow.
And I've chosen to handle it with humor as best as I can. Because what else are you going to do? All right. But we're actually here to talk about what I did manage to achieve in terms of reading. And like I said, I had big plans. If you saw my TBR posts on the Instagram or the TikTok, there were big plans for this month that did not happen. And I have accepted it.
You know what? Yeah. This is a learning for everyone listening. You just have to accept it, okay? You
Like,
accept
this is,
it.
friends, like, remember the summer. The summer I was so sick, and like the medical issue is being addressed, but it makes me like really sensitive to things like flu. I'm going to be taking some time off in the new year to like have my medical issues like taken care of. I have an amazing team. Don't worry about me. But if nothing else has been learned, it's that if you don't prioritize your health physically and mentally, it doesn't matter what you want to achieve. It can't get done. It can't get done from an empty tank. And this flu
I
was
know.
sadly a reminder of that. Like, no, you need to sit and hydrate more. You haven't wanted to eat food in 3 days. Maybe you don't have anything left. Like, I don't know if you can hold your phone like high enough to edit a
Oh my
video.
gosh.
It's not happening.
Every part of your body gave up. It was just like
Every
fingers, they don't work either. They're
I sent Michael and Seffi a voice note to be like proof of how sick I was.
Oh my God. It sounded beautiful. The depth of your voice that I didn't know existed.
It was so deep and so sick. Okay, but so far this month, and it technically is the last day of the month, and I have a
It is.
book that is, I have like not that many pages left. I would really love to finish it today. Let's just like put some, I have like 50 pages left. That's an hour of reading, less than an hour. So there's one book that I hope to finish. I'll make sure I put it in the show notes if I do finish it today. But as of right now, I have read 15 books.
Woo-hoo.
Woo! I'm fine with that. It's fine. It's fine. 4 of them, almost 5, are physical, which is amazing for those of you who are watching this. Yes, I'm looking at my notes. Sorry, Michael, we can't make deep, meaningful eye contact. 4 of them were arcs, because remember when I promised I wasn't going to be taking on 2026 arcs? That was a lie. Like, I need to put that Coco meme in. Like, that was a lie. Because I grabbed a bunch of read now books thinking like, it'll be fine. Yeah, I have 5 for January.
Oh my gosh.
It's fine. And as of this moment, only 4 of them are by authors of color and 2 of them are queer stories. I will not hit my authors of color goal, even though the book that I'm reading is both queer and author of color. Statistically, it's not going to happen. And that's like really frustrating and sad, but it is what it is. And then my queer, I've only read 2, but this book should put me into that goal. So you'll get the final tally in the show notes, I promise. And I'm going to be really transparent. Before I left, because I got the flu on a Sunday night, and I was not better until the next Sunday, but I left town on the Friday.
Oh my gosh, I didn't know that you left while it was still happening.
Oh, yeah. Wise decisions. Like, it ended up being a great decision, but it also meant that like I left everything in total chaos. I like nothing. And so I didn't count my purchases in the month of December before I left. So it doesn't count. So the answer is like, at some point I will update the show notes with my purchasing stats. And of course you can go to the YouTube for my December book haul, which is one of those exclusive things I do on YouTube. But at the end of this episode, I won't be telling you because I have no idea. I bought books. They're in a pile separate from everything else because I separate them so I can do these book hauls and these stats, but no, I don't know how many. Are we ready?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
No, but it's going to happen.
All right. Well, okay. Before we jump into it, remind me, how does this work? I have a question that I get to ask you. I just get one question, right?
So I announce the title, the author. I make my reaction noise. I share the spice rating, the main characters' names, and my notes for the book. And then after that, you get one question.
All right. I'm game. Let's
Okay.
go.
Let's do it. So this was the thing is that I did and I prioritized, which fucked me in my diversity goals, was the Kate Daniels world. I actually finished it. And the annoying thing is there are all these fucking stories that are like 5 pages long, but Goodreads counts them as a book. And I would have been like, no, this is not a book. Can we shove all the short stories together? So the first 2 are Purpose and No Heroes. My reaction was, why? Yeah.
It's that nice little twinge in the why that you got to listen
Exactly.
for.
The first story, Purpose, is Kate's perspective, and No Heroes is from a random kid, but Conlin shows up. So I'm calling it a Conlin story. And my note is, these are just short stories that take place after the events of Magic Claims. They're cute, but they don't really add anything.
You know what? You know what? Great.
Do you have any questions?
Was there any spice in it? I think that's a valid question to
No,
ask.
there was no.
Okay.
These are no. Conlin is her like 8-year-old son, so God, I hope not.
Thanks.
So then I read
Interesting.
The Emma Effect by Leah Riley. What the fuck was my reaction? It is a 1.25 on the spice scale. It's Harriet and Gail. It is an Emma-ish retelling with a sentient AI best friend's brother, hockey romance, like hockey MMC, nerd FMC. It's always been you, but it had nothing to do with the first book in the series.
So it was just a random story pulled out.
So, like, the first book in the series was Puck and Prejudice, and that has a whole time travel aspect to it. Like, that's how it connects to Jane Austen, because it's not Pride and Prejudice in any way, the story, the love story. This is Emma, and it's the story of Harriet and Farmer Boy, with the AI that she's creating suddenly becoming sentient and judging her for not dating Gail. And technically the hockey dudes play on the same team, but like there was time travel in the first one.
This is just like normal life.
Normal life, except she's creating an AI. Okay, so what is your question?
I mean, that's honestly what my question would have been. Because I'm a little confused by it too.
Same, friends. I didn't love the ending of Puck and Prejudice, but I was expecting a continuation of, the same kind of world.
Yeah, that's a little strange. Like it just kind of reach out and grab.
You can't like have time travel in the first book and then no magical anything in the second book.
Unless you're considering like AI a technical magic, because time travel can technically also be considered like a science, not magic. More science fiction-y,
Well,
and I could see the connection of AI.
The time travel was due to like Celtic rituals and
That's
lines. So I'm gonna go with it wasn't science.
Yeah, that's crazy. Especially if you thought you were getting into that world. Every page turn was probably just like, "Where's a dragon? I would need something. Like, what's going on?"
Okay, so like, when is someone going to come back, or is like just even if it was the Lizzie from the first book who decided to set them like it didn't make sense. And it was so creepy. Like, it made me really scared about AI. Like, this AI was not programmed to be a matchmaking system, but all it did was, like, throw shade about how these two should date. It did not instill confidence in me.
Love it.
Oh my God. The next book was an audiobook called See You Next Winter by Holly June Smith. And my reaction is Meg Ryan's orgasm in When Harry Met Sally,
Okay.
which I will not do on this.
I like it. I like it's like the asterisk in like a written
Yes,
word. It's like asterisk Meg Ryan's orgasm.
it's Meg Ryan's orgasm in When Harry Met Sally. It is a 3 on the spice scale. The main characters are Kayla and Ryan. It is the sequel to Can I Tell You Something, which I loved, but this one was narrated by Shane East, who I I can't ever interview him because I could not be cool. And I recognize that it's a parasocial relationship that I have with this human whose name isn't even Shane East. Like that's not his name. That is his made up name. But I respect this human enough to know that I cannot interview you because I don't you're not really a person. You are the voice of my spicy audios, and that isn't something I can put on you.
You don't want to hear answering the questions that you ask either. I feel like this
Yeah,
is too weird.
it's too I could never interview him. If I ever met him, obviously I would be very polite, but it just that's not fair to put on a narrator that I have been listening to for 10 years.
Oh, now I want to make it happen. It's just a surprise.
Oh God, his voice is so good, and he's British. And a friend of mine who produces audiobooks says he's one of the nicest humans ever, and that she actually has a really hard time with his spicy books because she's like, oh no, you can't say those things. Which I think is adorable. But the actual premise is second chance romance, childhood sweethearts, longtime hookup, crash and burn, so third act breakup. I can't even describe how much steam there is in this. They connect through sex. So there's just so much steam. And I loved every second of it. So if you listened to Can I Tell You Something, this is about the FMC's brother and his only when we're in the mountains together that we all know is happening, Kayla. And so we go back, we have flashbacks and things. It was really, oh my gosh, I loved it so
much. I got no questions. It sounds fun. Yeah, no questions on this one.
No questions. It's fun. And they always make a list of sexy stuff they want to try. So they're really kink positive and they laugh about stuff when it doesn't work. It's great. It was great. The next book was Something Wicked by Fallon Ballard. And my reaction is fuck off. Fuck you and fuck off.
Oh my.
Yeah, it is technically a 2.5 on the spice scale. It is Kate and Callum. Kate is queer. She sleeps with men and women. Now here's my problem. In a nutshell, this book is self-described, as a mashup of Macbeth and Moulin Rouge. Where was the Macbeth? And where was the Moulin Rouge?
Oh.
None of these followed the plots. Neither had the same, no plot happened for either of them. Kate is, yes, technically a woman of the night. And, but, so she's a prostitute. But that's it. That's the only connection to Moulin Rouge. And then for Macbeth, these aren't even characters in Macbeth. It's they're watching something that could be inspired by Macbeth, but also isn't. It's not. Just because you call someone Lady M doesn't mean
Oh my God.
she's Lady Macbeth, doesn't mean the relationship's the same, doesn't, no, none of it. And like, that is my problem. If I had, if neither of those things had been mentioned, I might have really enjoyed this book. I might have. The world is interesting. There's a magic system that is compelling. There's politics and intrigue. However, you just can't. You just can't.
I think my only question was going to be, since it related to those two as an option, what was the time period?
Fantasy.
So like medieval-ish? Like, I guess
There
what does
were,
that
I
mean?
think there, like, it's not real. It's not on Earth. And so there are
But like, okay,
carriages
okay.
and
Oh,
there
so
are
like everything.
carriages
Okay.
and gun. No, are there guns? There might be guns, but there's also magic. So it's not on Earth. It's a fantasy book. And it's a series. Like, what? What are you doing for the next book? No, thank you.
Hmm.
Made it more and more frustrating because no decision ever led to either of those two stories being told. Like, what was it? Why?
What?
Why did you even mention it?
Ugh.
So, the next book was Royal Holiday by Jasmine Guillory. I adore it. Like
Mm.
heart eyes is my reaction. Like big cartoon heart eyes. It is a 1 on the spice scale. It is Vivian and Malcolm. It's 50s MCs, which I loved. Vacation fling, black love, single mom, royalty adjacent, romantic as fuck, long distance.
Two things I loved. One, royalty adjacent. I love
Yes.
that as a quality.
Yeah.
But my question comes from,
Yes.
okay, you obviously adored it. The romance really spoke to you. What was like a pivotal romance moment?
So it was two people in their 50s who literally had that spark of attraction that we normally only see in their 20s. And the I'm going to arrange for you to ride a horse for the first time at the royal stables because I think like I just want to watch you be happy, you know?
It's cute.
Is so cute. Oh, and they write letters to each other. So so Malcolm works as a private secretary for the Queen of England, and Vivian is there because her daughter is the stylist for the Duchess. For the Duchess, it's not Kate Middleton. And Vivian is just there like to help her over the holiday season. And the Duchess lives in a smaller house and the Malcolm works out of the big house. And they write letters to each other and have like footmen go back and forth.
So
Giving
cute.
so cute. So cute. And both of them are like, I am in my 50s. What is happening? And I'm like,
Oh,
love
I
is
love
happening.
that.
Love is
Love is happening.
Ugh. Okay, book number 7, Tender Cruelty by Katie Robert. Um, my reaction to this was, ooh,
Ooh.
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 Mm, yeah. So it's a
Okay.
2.5 on the spice scale. It's Callisto and Perseus, which we've been building to for a while. As with all Katie Roberts books in this Dark Olympus series, everyone is queer. Everyone fucks everyone. Like there's not a straight person. The closest thing to straight are two people who've like never fucked anyone else but each other, and they happen to be male and female. Like that's it. They like met when they were 12 and they were like, we're done. We're in love. But I don't know if that's their actual sexuality. So anyway, it is
Love.
Loathe to love, marriage of convenience, plotting to kill you, secretly I love you, major political drama, and secret pregnancy and betrayal. Yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot. There's also at this point in the series so much political shit happening in the world
Okay, it
that
makes sense that you said that. Go on, go on. Sorry, I'm interrupting you.
like no, it's fine. That like it can't just be, it wasn't a romance about this couple. They were dealing with the machinations that they've both been a part of and are being sucked into. And then there's a big shift at the end of everything. And it's crazy. So it doesn't even feel like their story is over.
Mm. So that was going to be kind of my question. I was like, is it because of the subject matter that you're talking about? I'm like, is this like a thriller almost versus like a romance novel? You know what I mean? Like, it sounds like a political thriller is what it sounds like.
And this is, we've been building to it. So,
Yeah.
Cersei wants to take over and she's, political intrigue and always one step ahead and trying to it's just my hope is that it's able to all come together in the last book in the series, which comes out in June, and that we also get little epilogues of all 10 groupings that there have been.
Or they all die except for one. That's how they solve it. No epilogues, just everyone's done.
I know 2 of them don't die because they had an epilogue.
Oh, okay.
That takes place after all the drama happens, but I don't know how the drama was resolved. So, I don't know if the city exploded and that's why he was free to, return to him, or oh god, it was so cute. Oh, that book made me cry. They were so cute. Next is The Lust Crusade by Joe Segura. I am so lucky I was able to get an arc of this. It comes out in January. And so the whole time I was reading this, I was just like, giggle, 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 giggle. I love it. It is a 1.5 on the spice scale. It is Danny and Theo. MF story. It is best friend or brother's best friend. Mutual pining. It's always been you. I thought you were dead. Adventure rom-com. We both get kidnapped and have to save the day. Oh, and so many one beds. Fake fiance and so many one beds. So many.
Love one beds. My question, what does adventure rom-com mean?
So these are quite literally inspired by the adventure of it's The Lust Crusade. The whole series is inspired by the Indiana Jones movies. And so they're going on an adventure, but instead of the weird, oh, Marion, kiss me here, where we're not sure if you actually like each other, people are falling in love while also running for their lives, while also trying to solve an ancient mystery.
Oh, I like that a lot. Okay.
I know. I'm really into this adventure rom-com.
Yeah.
Y'all.
Love
So that was a lot of fun. Then we have Sinful Vow by Asia Monique. And my reaction was, okay. There's a bit of it's a 2 on the spice scale. It's Lucia and Enzo. And Steffi would say, but JC, you don't like mafia. I don't mind mafia. I don't mind a mafia. What I don't like is that most mafia have unhealthy relationships at the center of them. I do not mind a mafia where they are totally chill and respectful of one another. And guess what? This one was that. They are so funny. So it is Black Mafia, arranged marriage, political intrigue, a assassin FMC, big plotting, and then secret machinations.
Big plotting?
Yeah. So there's big plotting in that.
I'm sorry. I hear you say that, and all I think of is Mr. Burns. Like, excellent.
Oh,
In The
Simpsons.
Simpsons, yes.
Um, but like better. So there are two big plots that are happening. Like number one, these two meet separately and then are like, wait, we are so hot for each other. We want to get married and like figure out a scheme for their families to arrange their marriage.
My God.
So it's so
So,
great. So they're like pretending they don't know each other, and then they get into a room alone together at the wedding, and they're like, "Oh my God, I've missed you so much. Can we stop pretending?" And then they're also planning
that's
to
adorable, though.
overthrow a mafia, like a rival mafia family that's like in the skin trade, and they want to stop the sex trafficking.
Mm,
So they have this bigger plot of like, how do we stop this family and expose them for what they're doing?
intriguing. That is
Yeah.
big plotting. That now two.
Big
Those are two
plotting.
massive storylines.
Two massive stories, which is
Yeah.
why at first I was like, oh, I don't like, okay, arranged marriage. And then we got to the wedding scene and I was like, fuck me. Like, you are actually like here for it.
That's
Um,
cool.
but yeah, that was fun. And then number 10 is Brood by Claire Kent. Whew, is my reaction. It is another after the end. It is my final after the end novella. It is a 1.5 on the spice scale. It is Cadence and Will. This one was hard. So it's a bunker story where arranged marriage, age gap, fertility is a must, patriarchal, there's like, again, political intrigue, plotting against them, escape.
Was your sound because it grossed you out or made you feel weird?
It was a really heavy one
Mm.
where like okay, so the she Cadence was supposed to marry someone she's known since she was a teenager, and like 2 days before their marriage, Will's wife dies and the council decides they need to get married because they're more likely to have a baby because no one's having babies. And so suddenly on like 2 days before, she is told you have to marry this person you've never met and you have to procreate with them. And so it's like a very weird, like, I'm ready to have sex now.
Mm.
Just do it. Like
Hmm.
it's so it starts off really icky and the the like council is there's like the council is trying to do a bunch of creepy stuff and it turns out they're actually murdering people and they're
Oh,
lying to everyone about the like top side what's happening, and that in this world, yes, you get paired up so you can have a baby, but then the baby is taken away from you and raised in a nursery, so you
my
never get to
God.
raise your
Yeah.
children. And so it just like it was a really heavy read for me.
Have you seen Handmaid's Tale?
I've not seen it. I read the book.
Okay. So, I mean, it is kind of similar in
Yes.
that sense, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Again, like not a light read. Not like
Not
yes,
at
they end up
all.
happily ever after, and yes, they fall in love, and it is really beautiful how they care for each other. But it was, as I said, not an easy read.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Um, Going back to Kate Daniels, because this was when I, was functioning. This was
Back
when I
to our
was
happy place.
back to when I thought I would actually be a functioning human being. I read Blood Air, which is the last book in the Kate Daniels series by Alona Andrews. And my reaction was, okay, but where are we going?
Mm.
And Michael, I don't know if you remember this because I know you edit it, but I don't know if you retain all of my ramblings. At a certain point, the Kate Daniels series went from being traditionally published to being independently published by this couple. And so I don't know what the plan is for the world at large.
Mm. Interesting.
But
Okay.
there's zero spice. the point of view character is Julie, but she now goes by Aurelia. And like with most Kate Daniels, it's paranormal. There's a big bad. She has to fight it. She's back in Atlanta. But it's been like 8 years, and a ton of shit has happened to her that we've never seen. None of the short stories are Julie sacrificing her life for the good of humanity, or like taking this dude's eye into her face so that like now her whole face is different. Like there's so much stuff that happened in these intervening years. I'm like, where the fuck am I supposed to read this? And what's gonna go happen next? So there is a great moment between her and Derek, who've been pining for each other for years. It's so great. Like she runs into him and she's like, oh, he doesn't recognize me. And then finally she accidentally said, because he goes by a different name too. He's had his own drama. And then she finally says like something Derek. And he goes, oh, so she finally admits that she knows me. And she's like, how do you know it's me? Like you've never seen me. You don't know my face. He goes, I know the way you ride your horse. And I was like, oh, okay then. Like, oh my goodness, sir. Do you have any questions? I feel like I just rambled.
I mean, I have a lot of questions. I think the main like what you went off on, is it more written like here's a new character, but we're just giving her the connection to the name? Or was it really tried to be like, oh, there is a past with this character that we don't know? You get what I'm trying to ask?
So Julie, we've known from book 2 or 3. She is Kate's adopted daughter. We know her. At the end of Magic Triumphs, she and Kate's aunt, who Julie calls grandma, go off into the sunset. And they apparently build a whole city out west that we know nothing about. And she's there being trained by, Aunt Grandma. She goes to Roland the Big Bad's dimension to like get trained in magic. So she's a badass warrior. We know Julie. It's just been 8 years. It's an 8-year time jump from the last time we saw her. And like, I'm a little annoyed because I feel like I'm missing things, but I went by the Ilona Andrews release schedule for the Kate Daniels world, not just Kate Daniels, the world, which is why this book is part of it, even though it's not from Kate Daniels' perspective. And it just is so it's frustrating also because I don't know what's happening with this series. Like it isn't traditionally published anymore. And so there isn't a contract for the next book. I don't know the next book's going to come out.
Yeah.
I know, it's really annoying. And then the next two things were also the last two pieces of the Ilona Andrews world that I hadn't read. One is a short story called Sandra, which was basically just Kate being like, yeah, I knew Julie was in town, but I figured if she needed me, she'd come get me. Okay. And then they wrote a bunch of scenes from other books in Curran, Kate's love interest's point of view, and I read all of those. None of them have spice. I don't even have a ratings for them. They're so short. But technically now I have read the entire Kate Daniels series. I'm so proud.
I'm proud of you. Good job.
Thank you. Thank you.
Applause, gold stars all around. Yes, that's. To finish a series like that, yeah.
There are 13 full-length books and a ton of novellas. So I'm very proud.
Good job.
Then to another arc, it's Dom-Com by Adriana Anders.
Love
and Adriana Anders, this is, I think, her first trad, but she is a huge back catalog in indie, so don't think it's her first book. It is a 3 point. My reaction was, you should know better. I didn't not like it.
Okay.
But it's a 3.5 on the spice scale. It's Ray and Grant. It is kink club, kink exploration, dom sub. Oh no, we work together. So it's workplace romance. Um, they've got to find the bad guy. There's personal growth. But why are you fucking at work? Like 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 80% of their sex scenes happen at work. Ray is head of HR.
Even better.
Grant is also an experienced dom who isn't negotiating full scenes. He's just like, I can't take it anymore. I need you. And like goes into a scene. They've talked about their limits and stuff. So like they know back and forth. But also, I don't agree with his I'm a pleasure dom. My limits are what your limits are. Like, no, they're not. You have your own things that you like and maybe want to try and should talk about. Like, don't, that is, if a dom tells you their limits are your limits, no. Just like if a sub tells you your limits are their limits, no. You need to, like, maybe as a pleasure dom, you're like, okay, well, there are some things that like maybe I don't agree with, but I will work within your limits because what I like is to see what you like. But that's not how it was presented, and so I really disliked that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah.
That was my question was around work, honestly. I was like, so when you say they work together, was it a like I have a crush on this person and it build up to the moment, or was it
No.
a this person walked in and now they're working here?
Yes.
Uh,
So the night
I
before
kind of
she
love
goes
that
to the
more.
kink club, they met at the kink club. They had a little, again, like a weird ass scene-ish situation with no negotiation where he just like it talks her I was like, this is weird. Like this is not how it should
Mm,
go. And then the next day she works for a tech company and they're all back in the office. They have a new office space and they're all back in the physical office. And Grant is there as a consultant, but he's really there as a
love that.
security expert because someone's been saying, "Oh, I hacked into your system and I'm going to release all your clients' information."
Mm,
And so everyone thinks he's there to like, oh,
yeah,
restructure, but he's
yeah.
actually there to uh find that person. And of course the boss puts Grant and Ray into an office together.
That's why they're constantly fucking at work, Jace.
Constantly fucking at work. But like the King Club is downstairs, friends.
Okay, come on.
Like, like the King Club is downstairs. You both have apartments without roommates. We're adults. Like you you should know better. Like I don't mind the first time, like, oh, we just couldn't help it. But after that, I'm like, no, no. Like we know better.
I love that.
And the last book I finished is Huntsman by Naima Simone. And my my reaction was like, execution. So it's a 2 on the spice scale. It's Eshe and Malachi / the Huntsman. It is mafia stalking. It's always been you. Some light kidnapping. Hurt heel. Hurt heel. I've just been like in political intrigue, like mafia machinations,
Interesting.
revenge plots, and I just I feel like there were too many fuck ups on specifically Esh's part for me to believe this story. Like you can't fuck up so many like plots, assassination attempts, spying things, and achieve your goal. Like you can't be that bad at this for me to root for you in some ways, you know? Or for
Unless it's
me to
like a
have like a
comedy. right?
It's not. It's
But you know what I
dark.
mean? Well, yeah.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
Jackie Chan almost getting like beat to shit and then coming back and kicking
Yeah.
ass, like that's believable and that's part of his story. But like you go off half cocked on some revenge scheme because you're angry. Okay, that's dumb. But then you also go half cocked into a trap you know is a trap. Like a 16-year-old shouldn't be the one being like, you should probably call for backup this time because if I were your friends, I'd be really mad if you didn't let me help you. Like, it shouldn't be that way. So then the book that I'm currently reading is I Think They Love You by Julian Winters. And it is the reason I'm not going to say that it took me a long time to get into. It did, but I think it was part of the like I can't focus on anything for more than 10 minutes at a time. And also I'm around family that also wants my attention every 10 minutes. So I was reading like 3 pages at a time and thinking to myself like why can't I get into this story? But once I had like an hour to sit and read and get into it, I was like, oh, this is great. It's a second chance, which I don't always love. And I'm still on the fence because I don't know yet why they broke up in the first place. I haven't heard that story yet, but I am really enjoying it. And I love Julian Winter so much. I also have an arc for the next book in this series, Last First Kiss. So you'll see me read that next month because it comes out next month. Yeah,
Love that.
that's it.
Nice.
I know.
We should and because you keep such
Yeah.
good records, we should also do your author count. Because like I keep hearing like similar names come up and I'm curious, you
I
know
do.
what I
I
mean?
keep track of specifically like I do look at most read authors and I specifically keep track of new to me authors
Yeah.
and post
Mhm.
those. So I've been posting my like new to me authors. I should do that. Make the last post tonight. And I think it's been like 80 something are new to me.
I mean, we've
Um,
been on this like ending with that book. Like we've been on this whole podcast and we haven't talked about Heated Rivalry not once. And I'm bringing it up now because we can't talk about. We have a time limit on this guy.
I know. Oh my god. Heated rivalry. Oh my god.
I don't have to work tomorrow. I'm gonna binge the whole series because I have
Okay,
not.
it is.
I have not watched the last episode a second time. I have watched. I have
Oh,
watched it. Trust me, bawled my eyes out. That's all I have to tell you. Like
it was
car
so
ride.
beautiful. I was dying. Also, my friend Lisa, um, Unhinged Books in Chicago, which is like they do a lot of queer books, got the full series. And because she is a
Nice.
good friend and wanted to also go to the bookstore, I was like, can you call them and like, can I just have it on hold? She goes, no, I'll call them, I'll put it on hold for me and I'll pick it up for you. So she got me the whole
Oh,
series.
I
I
want. I'm not
know.
gonna lie to you. I mean, I know we have books pulled out. Spoiler
Yeah.
alert, everyone! In the new year, you will be hearing me do a book club. But,
Yay!
but I wanted like also read them, like those books in
I
particular.
know.
Yeah, I'm
So
hooked because of the series.
I have heard mixed things about the
Okay.
audiobooks. Like,
Okay.
and I know you do a lot of audiobook.
Yeah, I do audiobooks. Yeah.
So I have heard very mixed things.
Okay. Good to know. Maybe because of the popularity, new ones will be released into different
So a
scents. Who
lot of
knows?
people are asking for them to record
Oh,
their
themselves.
books
Oh my
themselves. Have you heard that
gosh.
they also got a deal with Quinn to do a 3 episode
Yes, I heard. Yeah, Ember and whatever. Like
Ember
that.
and
Yeah.
Ice or
Yes,
whatever?
yes, yeah. I saw. Maybe it's their gateway in to see what if they like to do it. Like honestly,
I
that's how that's how this world works. I've noticed.
Who
Like
cares?
people
Like,
try out to see is this something I want to do. Like yeah.
yeah. Okay, so those are 15 bugs. Those are my goals. Everyone, I am so grateful that you stuck around. I hope that your Decembers have been healthier than mine, more productive than mine, more mentally stable than mine. Like, just.
I can't.
I know. It's been a journey, friends. And I am there's some really exciting things that we are planning for 2026. So don't you worry. Know that, again, I am getting incredible medical care. And so I will be safe as best as I can be with, health stuff. But I have an amazing team in Michael and Seffi and beyond. And we are here for you. And we are plotting.
We got big plots.
Yeah,
Big plotting. We got big plotting.
excellent. What is it? Excellent.
Excellent.
Excellent. So thank you for getting to the end. Enjoy the beginning of January because this comes out Friday. Yeah, it comes out Friday.
Yeah, this comes out in a couple days. Yeah.
In a couple days, which is today, New Year's. I will not be staying up. Will you be staying up to watch?
No, I mean, probably to watch some movie or something, but not like a ball drop.
Are you going to finish Stranger Things tonight?
I actually finished it last night.
Wait, no, the finale is tonight.
Oh, I haven't seen the finale. I saw what was out so far. That's what I meant. Yeah, I finished what was out so far.
It's going to be Stranger Things, right? Because that's my plan.
Maybe. I'm like, the thing with this is, say goodbye so we can go on a different tangent.
And until 2026, bye.
Jace Reads Romance is a 3 Paws Productions podcast. Produced by Seffi, edited by Michael Achenbach. Our theme song is written and performed by Diana Weishauer. For show notes and more, head to www.jacereadsromance.com. That's JAYCE Reads Romance. Follow us on socials at Jace Reads Romance everywhere. For more exclusive content, visit us on Substack, where you'll find extended episodes, bonus episodes, and more. Have a question, story, or a book recommendation you know I'll love? Email Jace at jacereadsromance.com or call and leave a voicemail at 661-JACE-RR. That's 661-529-2377. Remember to rate, review, and subscribe wherever you're listening to this podcast. And as always, this is Jace, holding space for you.